to live race along number 55. It's probably, I know it's not the 55th one. I was doing the ones during the week on even numbers and the live ones on the weekend on odd numbers, and I just kept up that odd number nomenclature. So it's going to go 55, 57, 59 because I don't want to change it now. So welcome to number 55. Had a little bit of video issue today, so we're going to see what happens. Hopefully the computer doesn't crash, the video works. We'll see what happens today. Today, this is syncing up with a workout that I'm giving my clients this week. Not all of them, but some of the endurance clients are on a similar phase, so we're going to do this workout together. It's tempo work with some sprints in between the efforts, or in between breaking up that tempo effort. So for my clients, you guys can look at your power numbers that are prescribed, your power tempo numbers. They're going to switch a little bit. Sometimes it'll be 88%, 92%, 90%. And then the sprints kind of course are going to change depending on the set. So if you're one of my clients, you can take a look at that and you can look at those percentages. If not, we can just run this all based on feel. No need for any specific type of trainer today. It would be better if you didn't have to sit and click the wattage button over and over and over again, because when you sprint, you're not going to want to try and click it up 4,000 times to increase your wattage and then quickly click it down. So some kind of generic level mode would be great, where you can shift around on the bike. But any resistance works. Any type of trainer resistance works. I think that's it today, guys. If you have a spin bike, that works. There's really going to be sometimes I'll say, and shift it up, and we're going to continue 90 RPMs. None of that today. It's just going to be holding tempo or sprinting. So you guys should be good to go. If you have any questions, pop it in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you share it to your friends. I think that's all I got. All right, guys. We're going to get started in about 7 minutes. All right, so hopefully this video works. We have about 3 minutes to go. This is our video queued up. We're doing window capture instead of actually a file today, so I couldn't get it to export. So this is the raw, this is the footage before it's exported. I'm just sharing it from the iMovie platform. Hopefully that works. I don't know how much computer power that takes. We'll find out. We have about 2.5 minutes left. Worst case scenario, the video starts to crap out and we just shut it down. We just run it old school style. But we'll find out. We have about 2 minutes to go. Stay tuned. All right, guys, it actually looks like that video is super choppy. Looks super choppy, so I think we're going to, yeah, we're gonna cut it down. We're gonna stop that. Hold on. Yeah. All right. Unfortunately, guys, that did not work. I was trying to share that and it just didn't happen. So instead, we're just going to run this video. We're going to run it old school, just my face. I'm going to put some music on in the background. There's not going to be any video to go through. Let's start 3 minutes, nice and easy, nice and relaxed. We're going to go through our warm up. Then we're just going to get going with our intervals. We're doing sweet spot today and we're doing sprints. All right. So 3 minutes, nice and easy, starting now. I'm going to get some music queued up. All right, there we go. Good. We got some music going on. I really had a feeling that that wasn't gonna work. And when that video started going crazy, I just knew today was not the day. So you guys just get to look at my beautiful face the whole time. 3 minutes here, nice and relaxed. The good news is we can save that race footage. It's a good crit. It's a good race footage. We can save that for another day. All right, we have about 1 more minute, nice and easy. We're gonna do 3 levels to this warm-up. We have 3 minutes easy, 3 minutes tempo, 3 minutes spicy. So we're gonna do 9 minutes from the bottom all the way up to the top. There's always some technical something going on. It's always one thing or the other. Whether you guys see it or not, there's always something going on. If anyone wants to volunteer to be a technical director, let me know. I will hire you. All right, so we're gonna do 3 minutes of tempo. If you have power zone set up, we're gonna go to zone 3, if you already know what your zone is. You can also just do this based on feel. We're gonna go for something that feels like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. Breathing deeply, getting sweaty. Maybe it burns a little bit, but not all the way. So, tempo. This is the base level of effort for a lot of races and a lot of rides. A lot of them. You know, there are some criteriums where you're gonna start off going way over threshold for the first couple laps. But generally, it'll kind of even out over the course of an hour, hour and a half, to being about tempo, a little bit below threshold. And that's because, by definition, you cannot hold threshold for more than an hour. And with criteriums, there's going to be accelerations and drop downs. So chances are you're not going to be able to hold. You're going to be able to hold just a little bit less than threshold at best for the hour. It'll probably average a little lower than that to the tempo range. So we do a lot of training in that tempo range as our base level of effort. So for today, our efforts are going to be tempo efforts. For my athletes that are following a structured plan that I put into Training Peaks, you'll notice that the tempo efforts are a little bit different, each one. But for us, it's small enough. It could be the difference of 10 watts, 15 watts, just a couple different percentages. But for those of us that are just watching this video and going by feel, we're going to pretty much have the same feeling for every effort. All right, we're here for 1 more minute. 1 more minute. All right, 30 more seconds. Our next level of effort is going to be spicy. What happened to our music here? Next level of effort is going to be spicy. It's also could be called threshold, something in your threshold range, maybe a little bit above, maybe right on the money, maybe a little bit below. Whatever feels like it burns for you. We want to find some of that burn for 3 minutes. Maybe this feels like an 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. Let's make this burn. 3 minutes. Let's see how this signal looks. Hold on a sec. Just got a text that we're losing it a little bit. I have it working on my end. So if anyone else is having any issues where you're not able to see this, I guess be able to know that I said if you can't see this. A little bit, guys, for whatever reason today. Let me see if I move out closer to my Wi-Fi router, if that works better. All right, before I start messing around with trying to get closer to the Wi-Fi router, we're gonna get a 3-minute recovery. So take 3 minutes of recovery now. I'm gonna try and move into the kitchen. We'll see how that works. 3 minutes, let's see if I can get a slightly better signal. Hang tight.
I wanted to escape for a while. Thought that a couple of drinks could ease my mind. I've been thinking of you for 2 weeks straight. I know that I need to get myself back in the game. Someone said your name had a turn around. Suddenly you're there standing in the crowd. Everything comes back and it's like you're mine. You're still mine. They skip the small talk, cause you know me better than I know myself. Oh, mine's been a while now since I saw you, but it feels like yesterday somehow. Time has stopped, nothing's changed, we're the same. And we skip the small talk, cause you know me, yeah, you know me like nobody else. I wanted to escape for a while. I called a couple of friends and we went out.
All right, let's see if we get a slightly better signal in here.
I really wanted to escape, but it was just too late. Someone said your name had a turn around. Suddenly
I'm monitoring it on my phone just to see what the signal's like. So just let me know, guys. Tracy, you can text me. So we'll see what's going on.
we skip the small talk, 'cause you know me better than I.
All right, so this is what we have going on now for our ride today. We're going to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 8-minute efforts. We're going to hold tempo, which should feel like 6.5, 7 out of 10. Sweaty, breathing deeply, maybe burning a little bit. I would say it burns just on the edge. And then every 2 minutes we do a sprint. A 5-second sprint. We're going to stay seated for the first set. So 8 minutes of tempo, 5 seconds of sprinting every 2 minutes. So you're going to get 4 sprints per effort. Then you get a 4-minute rest. All right. Let me just double check that all of this is going through on the YouTube. It's still a little bit choppy, but hopefully you guys can hear me and it all works out for the timing. We're going to start 8-minute effort. It's 2 minutes of tempo followed by a 5-second sprint. It's actually going to be 1 minute and 55 seconds tempo with a 5-second sprint. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You have 2 minutes of tempo. Breathing deeply, feeling sweaty. Oh, that's a good song. All right. So we're here for about 1 minute and 55 seconds. You're going to do a 5-second sprint at the end. I'm recommending somewhere between 150 to 200% FTP. So it's not the hardest sprint you've done in your whole life. I actually did this ride yesterday outside, and that's kind of hard to do because I always want to go 300, 400% FTP. So it's kind of hard to just hit that moderate level sprint, or it's kind of an easy level sprint. So that's why I'm saying let's do the first set seated and think of it as an acceleration, not as a sprint. It's a snappy acceleration. You're in the middle of this pace line, you're in the middle of this race. A gap opens up and you have 5 seconds to dig, push into those pedals, and catch back up again. So we're going to do that for 5 seconds. I'll call it out. Yeah, the picture still is a little bit choppy, but the audio seems to be coming through. So that works. All right, here we go, guys. Seated, Core tight, you're gonna do a 5-second acceleration in 3, in 2, in 1, 5-second acceleration. Here we go. Go, 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 go. 3 to go, 2 to go, 1 to go. Take a breath. All right. Catch your breath. Easy legs. Hey Tracy, is that better than it was before when I'm out here in the kitchen, or is it about the same? We'll see. Doesn't matter if it's better or not because I'm not changing locations again. We only get 1 location change per effort. Oh, it's about the same? All right, guys, we should be at tempo. Tempo, tempo. If you're not already at tempo, get there. Should feel like a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. We're here for 2 minutes. We keep going back to tempo every time we finish a sprint.
Wishing for the kind of love you see in magazines. The illusion falls and nothing's what it seems to be. And the part left is hurting deep inside of me.
All right, we're coming up on our second sprint. Seated. We want this to feel, in terms of sprints, we want this to feel like the sprint is like a 7 out of 10. A seated acceleration. Doesn't mean it's a 7 out of 10 the way you would feel on an endurance effort, but in terms of sprints, it's not an all-out sprint. It's like a 7 out of 10 for a sprint. Seated acceleration. Starting in 3, 2, 1, 5 seconds. Here we go. Go, 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 go. Let's go. Accelerate. 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. All right.
This ain't the first time I'll be drinking off my mind.
All right, back to tempo, guys. 6.5 or 7 out of 10. Yeah, I really don't care how the picture looks since we're just looking at me. So as long as we have audio, we're good to go for today. Uh-oh. I spoke too soon and my audio lagged. We should be at tempo, guys. Tempo, tempo, tempo. All right, we're coming up on our third sprint out of 4. For your third sprint is going to be 5 seconds seated. It's going to be an acceleration or a light sprint. Get ready for a 5-second sprint. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. Here we go. Sprint, 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 sprint. Come on. Sprint all the way. And shut it down. Back to tempo. All right, guys, we are back to tempo for the final 2 minutes. We're going to do 2 minutes tempo with a 5-second sprint. All right. We're coming up in 1 minute. So you have 60 seconds, and we're going to do our last sprint. It's going to finish off our 8-minute section. All right, get ready, guys. This is going to be our last sprint. Let's make this one just a little bit harder. You're still going to stay seated, but let's go after this one a little bit harder, a little bit stronger. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 5 seconds. Let's go, 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 go. Come on. Accelerate. 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. You get 4 minutes to catch your breath. Shut it down. Take a breath. All right. So, I probably should not take a risk with technology. But we're going to try and change Wi-Fi's. And I really hope I don't mess up the feed. I don't freeze it. But I'm going to try and change to my 5G. I hope it doesn't interrupt the stream. If it does, it's been great coaching you guys today, and you're just gonna have a one effort ride. You can repeat that yourselves 3 more times. It's 8 minutes of work of tempo with a sprint every 2 seconds. Every 2 minutes. Do that 3 more times. We're gonna try and switch to my 5G because I think that has the strongest signal. Are we on right now? Huh. Okay, guys, we're still going. Wonderful. Hey, Tracy, write me back if you can see this. Tracy texts me to let me know what's going on the stream. I think she's my technical director. I just now need to get her to make sure my video works. Okay. So, still looks like my internet connection, at least from this end, looks a little weak, but it's all right. We're back online. So we had a 4-minute rest. We're 3 minutes into that, so it's time to go. I hope you guys are still watching. Get ready to go. We're going to get going with 2 minutes of tempo, 5 seconds of sprinting in 3, in 2, in 1. Here we go. 2 minutes of tempo. Good work, guys. Keep it up. 2 minutes of tempo. It should feel like 6.5, 7 out of 10. Slight burn. Let's make this burn a little bit more than last time. So something between tempo and spicy. We're also going to do all of these efforts standing up. I want you to think about your form when you stand up, not necessarily ripping the bike off the trainer. Think about your form. Standing up generally just forces you to go, or it tricks your brain into going harder because it feels more like a sprint. So when we stand up, think about your form, you'll automatically go plenty hard. All right, guys, we're coming 5. So that means we're going to do our 5-second sprint. We're going to do this standing. Still getting a little bit of lag. Sorry about that, guys, but we're going to go. Five seconds standing up, sprinting, starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Go, 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 go. Standing up, sprinting, 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 sprinting. And take a breath. All right. Catch your breath. We get right back to tempo. Make it burn a little bit. 85 to 95 RPMs is a great place to be for this. You can go maybe 80 to 100 RPMs. Tempo pace. Sweaty. Slight burn. We're here for 2 minutes, and then you do a 5-second sprint. These are all going to be standing sprints today. All right. You have about 40 seconds left, and we're going to start sprinting again. Make sure you're breathing deeply. You feel a little bit of burn in your legs. Maybe it's just a dull ache. All right. This song is way too slow. We're going to have to change this. After we sprint, get ready to sprint for 5 seconds. We're going to stand up and sprint in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sprint. Here we go. Go, 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 go. Come on. Sprinting for 5 in 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Right back to tempo. All right, tempo pace. That was your second sprint out of 4. We're going to have 4 sprints.
We head for the sky, it's alright. Our wings wouldn't fly, it's alright. If we are crashing down again.
Because we're live streaming this music, I don't know what they are before they come on, so we'll find out.
You're giving me a lie again. And tell me what you want.
We have 1 more minute. We're going to do our 3rd sprint. Get ready for that. We should be tempo pace, 6.5 or 7 out of 10. Breathing deeply. If you are looking at your power meter, 88 to 92% is 88 to 94. Let's say 88 to 94%. All right, get ready for your 3rd sprint. 3rd sprint, starting in 4. Standing up in 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Here we go. Sprint, 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 sprint. Come on. And back to tempo. All right, we're back to tempo.
We head for the sky, it's alright.
This is your last 2 minutes before we do our sprint and we get a 4-minute rest. Tempo 6.5 or 7 out of 10. 88 to 94% of FTP. We're going to do our last sprint a little bit harder. We're just in the habit of finishing off our set with a little bit of a harder sprint. All right, we have about 25 seconds and we're gonna do our last sprint. Make sure you're at tempo, legs should be burning just a little bit. Get ready to sprint in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up, sprint, 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 sprint. Come on. Go, 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 go. And shut it down. Take a deep breath. All right. You get 4 minutes to catch your breath, and we do it all again. Four minutes rest. While we're resting, yeah. On my little thing, it can tell me how many dropped frames we have. And it says we're dropping about 23%, which is pretty high. It usually is like 0.5%. So that means the frames are getting dropped. Again, I don't even really know what that means. I'm just assuming that that means that's when it lags. So, you know, maybe the internet's a little bit off today. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully we can get through this ride, though, and you can hear enough to run the ride. Yeah, the internet's just kilobits per second, I guess, is our upload speed, download speed, and it's just all over the place. So take that as you will. We're going to try and hobble through this ride again today. I'm probably not going to save this one on the YouTube channel for further review, like for people to go back and redo it, because it's kind of all over the place. We'll probably redo this ride. It's a good ride. It's a fun one to do. We'll probably redo it on a day when we have better internet signal and the stars are aligning. So we'll do this one again, and that way it'll be on the channel so that you can go back and redo it with the video. This would probably not be a fun one. If you're lacking motivation and you really want to jump in and be motivated, this would probably not be the one that pulls you out of that hole. At least wouldn't pull me out of it. All right, so we're 2 minutes into that rest. We have 2 minutes to go. On this next one, we're going to alternate seated and standing sprints. So we're going to do 2 minutes of tempo, a seated sprint. 2 minutes of tempo, a standing sprint. 2 minutes of tempo, seated sprint. 2 minutes of tempo, standing sprint. That last standing sprint's going to be a little bit harder, a little bit more intense. Oh, I forgot to mention, guys, if you're not already signed up, I have a... Lost my train of thought. I have a isometric webinar coming up today, October 11th. So if you're watching this recording, which I probably won't post, but if you're watching this recording, it's already happened. Too late. But today, later today, 2 p.m., I have a webinar, isometric seminar. I think I actually just gave away one of the last 2 or 3 spots to Benjamin. So there may or may not be spots left if you try and sign up. But in the link on my Instagram page, you'll find a link to the webinar. You'll find the link to the webinar. It's a click meeting one, so I just put a shortened URL in there. Isometric workouts, different modalities, yielding versus isometric, how it affects the myelin sheath on the nerves, and so myelination and axon transmission speed, blah, 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 all that good stuff. How to raise your peak power on the bike with isometrics, and why isometrics can be more effective in some cases than concentric or eccentric. So if you want to come to that, message me for one of the last few spots. I can get you in. Here we go. We're going to start our next set. We're doing tempo in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're off. Here we go. Tempo work. Should feel like a 6 out of 10, 6.5 or 7 out of 10. Let's put on something that's not so... dreamy? Dreamy is not really a good hype up workout music.
I'm left with an empty heart, no making amends, no waking up beside you and holding you till we forget it all. How could I know there was no second chances like dominoes?
I was just telling my wife that I'm sitting in the kitchen on the floor to try and get better Wi-Fi.
The door shut and now the frostbite's creeping in. 'Cause I've been stone cold since you left me here. So
All right, guys, we just hit the 1 minute mark on this tempo. Get ready for a seated sprint in about 40 seconds.
speak of the truth when it's tainted. I fell into a big black hole. It got me stoned.
This is actually one of my favorite base workout plans, or base workout workouts. That's my base plan workout. So base phase, where you're really trying to build that base fitness. This is one of my favorite go-to workouts. Tempo with sprints. All right, here we go. We are sprinting for 5 seconds, starting in 4, 3, stay seated, 1, and sprint. Here we go. 5 seconds. Go, 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 go.
No Wizard of Oz can undo
And relax.
completely out of luck this time.
Take a breath.
Reverse. I gotta get away now.
Yeah, Mel said yes, please. No dreamy music. Yeah, when I use this, what's it called? Royalty-free music player, and I just put on top trending songs because I usually go in and I pick out the right beats per minute to match the RPMs. But today we're just letting it free fall, and sometimes you get not what you're looking for. It's part of the training, Mel. If you can go hard when you feel like you're in the middle of a dream sequence, you can go hard anytime.
Into a big black hole. It got me stone cold. You got me stone cold.
All right, guys. We're at 3 minutes.
It got me stone cold.
We're going to do that sprint at 3 minutes and 55 seconds. We should be tempo. We should feel like we're 6.5, 7 out of 10. Probably 7 or maybe even 7.5 because we want to go a little bit harder this time. burning. All right, get ready to sprint. This one's going to be standing. Put some fire in these legs. In 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up and sprint. Here we go. Go, 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 go. 5 seconds. Come on. Go for it. Go for it. 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. All right. We just hit the 4-minute mark, which means we're halfway through this big effort. 2 minutes of tempo. Make it burn. I would go over 90% FTP. All right, Mel. I can search by like genre, mood, whatever. So I put on electronic music with an angry mood. So hopefully angry is gonna hype us up a little bit. All right, we're coming into our 3rd sprint out of 4. So we're coming up to our 6th minute. This one's going to be a seated sprint again, sitting down. Starting in about 20 seconds. All right, here we go. We're going to do a seated sprint starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sprint, 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 sprint. Come on. And shut it down. Take a breath. All right, guys, we should be back to tempo. 2 more minutes. Let's go for over 90% FTP. Feel a little bit of that burn. The reason why we hit this high tempo effort, this sweet spot area, is because it's not quite FTP, but it helps you with processing lactate. So it helps extend your lactate threshold. All right, guys, we're down to less than a minute left. At the end of this minute, we're going to sprint. This is going to be a standing sprint, and you're going to go harder than you have on the first 3. I would say still not 100% sprint, but start at like an 8.5 out of 10 for the sprint, and then finish at like a 9.5. Get ready for this sprint. Starting in 20 seconds. Starting in 5, 4, standing up in 3, 2, 1, sprint. Here we go. Go, 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 go. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Shut it down. 4 minutes rest. All right. So you get 4 minutes of rest. We're going to do this all one last time. One more time. I thought I was going to have more to say to that sentence. Just one more time. We're going to hold tempo. We're going to sprint. It's going to be like the first 3 times. Once more. Yeah, just in case anyone wants to come to that webinar, I have the account level that I signed up for only allows so many participants, and I extended it up a level, but we're down to our last 2 spots. I just got Benjamin in. I gave him a spot. So I guess I had 3 spots left, and now we have just 2. So if you want to come to that, 2 p.m. today, I'm going to be on someone else's Wi-Fi. I'm going to be streaming it from the gym, so hopefully it'll be a better viewing experience. So get ready for that. I don't know how you guys feel. You can put it in the comments. I just got some feedback that someone has collapsed and died, or is about to. So let me know how you guys feel. How did you feel about this workout? Was it too hard to... it should be challenging. Generally, the less time you have to train, the more intensity you put into that amount of time. So if you only have 6 hours a week to train in order to get the similar, not the same, but similar adaptations, you're going to go a little bit more intensity, so higher levels of intensity on the bike, closer to FTP. And if you have unlimited time, we do a lot of riding at low intensities. So that's like a traditional base training effort would be 3 to 5 hours a day of easy riding. You know, like 50-60% FTP. And that's something that professionals will do because they have all day, every day. For people that are time limited, we'll go for some more sweet spot, a little bit higher intensities to get similar adaptations from the mitochondria and the muscles. Okay, 4 minutes is up. We're going to start this again. Sweet spot or high tempo. Let's say nothing below 90% FTP. If you're looking at your power, make this feel like a 7 out of 10. 3, 2, 1. Boom, here we go. We're here for 2 minutes. 2 minutes here, guys. Good. Keep it going. It should burn just a little bit. 7 out of 10. Keep it going. For these last set of sprints, we're going to do seated, seated, standing, standing. In about 55 seconds, we're going to do our first sprint. Our seated sprints, think about your sprints in terms of levels. 10 is as hard as you can go. We're going to do our first sprint at a 7, second sprint at an 8, third sprint standing at a 9, fourth sprint standing at a 10. right, get ready. We're going to do a seated sprint, 7 out of 10 for sprint, starting in 4, 3, stay seated, core tight, here we go. Sprint, 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 sprint. 3, 2, 1, take a breath. Back to tempo, 90% FTP or above. If you're going based on feel, 7 to 7.5 out of 10. Breathing deeply, feeling sweaty.
Captain, we've recorded abnormal signals of an unknown entity within 1,000 feet of the ship. The size of it is far beyond the mind's reach. It can't be another ship. Sir, it's like something I've never seen before, and it's closing in at a preposterous speed. Wait, this can't be. It's disappeared.
All right, we just hit our 3-minute mark. This is an 8-minute effort, so we're 1 minute away from our second sprint. Make sure this is tempo. Make sure we're breathing deeply. All right. This one's going to be a seated sprint. It's going to feel like an 8 out of 10. Starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Sprint, 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 sprint. 2, 1. Shut it down. All right. Back to tempo. All right, guys, we should be at tempo right now. 7.5 out of 10. We're at the 4.5 minute mark, which means we're past halfway. Take a look at your RPMs. If you have an RPM sensor, we want to be somewhere between 80 and 100, probably. Breathing deeply, feeling sweaty, feeling that burn. That burn's probably a little more present than it was before. All right, guys. 25 seconds and we're going to start our third sprint. Second to last sprint. This one's going to be standing and it's going to be a 9 out of 10. I would suggest starting just like 1 second before I say go so that you're already a little bit up to speed. Starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Sprint, 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 sprint. 9 out of 10. And take a breath. All right, final 2 minutes, guys. This is the end of the ride. This is it. 2 minutes tempo, 1 sprint, we're done. Try and get those legs 80 to 100. Breathing deeply, 7.5 out of 10 for effort. And remember, when we say 7.5 out of 10, that's on an endurance scale. When I say 7 out of 10 on a sprint, or 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 on a sprint, that's based off of your sprint effort. Those are 2 different efforts. right. We're down to our final minute. One more minute. We have 30 seconds left and we're going to do this final sprint. Standing, 10 out of 10. Just to make sure you don't rip your bike off the trainer, we're going to make this an 8-second sprint. In the first 3 seconds, are you getting up to speed? And then the final 5 seconds are you're already up to speed. All right, here we go. You're going to stand up and sprint in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Stand up and start. Building speed, building speed, building speed. Top speed, top speed, top speed for 3, 2, 1. That's it. We're done. Shut it down. And relax. All right. That was an interesting ride, to say the least. All over the place technically, physically, changing locations. So really good work, guys. Cool it down on your own for about 3 minutes. 3 minutes, nice and easy. Normally I have some little video for you to watch, but since there's not even any video today, I'm just going to let you do your own cool down. 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, nice and easy. Really good work, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with the ride. I will see you guys next week. Hopefully we'll figure out whatever's going on. Technically. See you guys soon. Boom. Take it easy.